Summer's here, and Nordstrom has everything you need for your best dress season ever. From beach days and weddings to weekend getaways and your everyday wardrobe. Discover stylish options under $100 from tons of your favorite brands like Mango, Skims, Princess Polly, and Madewell. It's easy too with free shipping and free returns, in-store order pickup, and more. Shop today in stores, online at Nordstrom.com, or download the Nordstrom app.
Out here, there's no one way of doing things. No unwritten rules, and no shortage of adventure. Because out here, the only requirement is having fun. Bank of America invites kids 6 to 18 to golf with us. For a limited time, sign them up for a free 1-year membership, giving them access to discounted tee times at thousands of courses. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/golf with us. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Restrictions apply. See BofA.com/golf with us for complete details. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
This is Optimal Finance Daily. What to do with that extra third paycheck by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. Depending on your pay schedule, you might find yourself with an extra paycheck this month. It doesn't matter if it's an extra paycheck, a bonus, an inheritance, or a surprise cash gift from your parents. You need to have a plan in place for any extra money that you receive. Without a plan, your money can quickly disappear, and you'll be left wondering where it all went. Every time I look at someone's finances, one of the first things I look at is not only how much they get paid, but how they're paid. How someone is paid, bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, is extremely important because it can have a massive effect on your savings, your budget, paying off debt, and building wealth. So let's talk about this extra third paycheck. Why is there a third paycheck? If you're paid every other week or a bi-weekly schedule, you'll receive 2 paychecks every month, except for the 2 months of the year when you'll get 3 paychecks. Due to how the calendar works, you'll end up getting 26 paychecks, not just 24. Usually, we think each month contains 4 different weeks. And if you do the math, 4 weeks over a 12-month calendar year equals 48 weeks. But in reality, each month is 4 weeks and a few days, which results in 52 weeks every year, giving you 2 months out of the year where you will receive 3 paychecks instead of your usual 2. If you're paid weekly, you usually get 52 paychecks per year, which means you'll get 4 paychecks in 8 months and 5 paychecks in 4 months. What to do first? To prepare for the months where you will receive an extra paycheck, you need to find out which months contain 3 paychecks instead of 2. Take out a calendar and write down your paydays for each month. In any given year, this will tell you when to expect a third paycheck. It's different every year, so knowing when it will happen makes it much easier to create a plan for that extra income. What should you do with your third paycheck? Ultimately, you decide what to do with your money. You tell your money where to go so it can be spent on things that are important to you. If it were me, I would start by building up my emergency fund. Your emergency fund is critical to a healthy budget, and it will end up saving you in times of need more than you think. Start with $1,000 to $2,000 in an emergency fund so you're covered just in case your income is short one month or you need help paying a more significant expense like rent. If your emergency savings is funded, you need to think about what's happening in your life at the time you receive your third paycheck. What are some significant expenses you're expecting in your life right now? Are there any unavoidable costs coming up, such as new tires, annual subscription costs, or travel arrangements that you need to cover? Use your third paycheck to cover these unavoidable expenses so you can avoid going further into debt. Know your priorities. What do you want to accomplish with your money? Do you want to pay off debt? Do you want to save more? If you want to achieve your financial goals, you need to make them concrete. For me, I write down a list of everything I want to accomplish financially, and then I rank them in order of importance. Recently, I was on a mission to pay off credit card debt. Now that I have accomplished that goal, I've moved on to my next goal of savings. If your emergency savings is funded and all of your upcoming unavoidable expenses are covered, then I would use your third paycheck on your current financial goal, whether that's paying off debt or saving more money. Create a plan now. The key is to make a plan for your third paychecks well ahead of time so that you spend your money on things that matter to you. Being successful with your money means you have to be proactive. Making small changes with your money, like deciding what to do with your third paycheck ahead of time, can have significant rewards down the road. I want you to accomplish your financial goals and feel secure with the income that you have instead of continually playing catch up. So today, I want you to look at your calendar and figure out when you're going to receive a third paycheck and start creating a plan for that extra income. Once the third paycheck does come, you'll be able to tell it where to go instead of wondering where it went. You just listened to the post titled, "What to Do with That Extra Third Paycheck" by Kumiko of thebudgetmom.com. Imagine you're a business owner who has to rely on a dozen different software programs to run your company, none of which are connected. And each one is more expensive and more complicated than the last. It can be pretty stressful. Now imagine Odoo. Odoo has all the programs you'll ever need, and they're all connected on one simple, easy-to-use platform, giving you peace of mind that your business is always being taken care of from every angle. Odoo has user-friendly open source applications for everything. We're talking CRM, accounting, inventory, manufacturing, marketing, HR, and everything in between. Basically, if your business needs it, Odoo's got it. Odoo sounds pretty amazing, right? So stop wasting your time and money on those expensive, disconnected platforms and let Odoo harmonize your business with simple, efficient software that can handle everything for a fraction of the price. It doesn't get much better than that. So what are you waiting for? Discover how Odoo can take your business to the next level by visiting odoo.com. That's ODOO.com. Odoo, modern management made simple. This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Apple Card is a no-fee credit card that gives you daily cash back every day. That's 3% back at Apple and 2% back on every purchase made with Apple Card using Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card in the Wallet app on your iPhone today. Subject to credit approval. Variable APRs for Apple Card range from 18.24% to 28.49% based on creditworthiness. Rates as of January 1st, 2025. Apple Card issued by Goldman Sachs Bank, USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com. Money management to me is all about the order of operations of what to do with any money that comes in, whether it's from your paycheck or a windfall. Having a plan before any funds hit your bank account makes it much more likely that you'll deploy those funds in the most advantageous way. When you have high interest consumer debt, it's a pretty easy decision. Throw any and all extra money at that debt. But once you're out of debt, it gets trickier. You need to decide if you'll put that money into your emergency fund or cash cushion, or maybe you have a clear savings goal like a down payment for a house. Or perhaps that money should be invested for long-term goals like your retirement savings. I have a friend that's been battling this decision for quite some time now. She received about $50,000 from a home sale and is still trying to decide what to do with it. Should she use it on a down payment for an investment property or invest it in low-fee total market index funds? She's already fully funding her retirement vehicles, as well as contributing to an after-tax brokerage every month. Her emergency fund is well-funded and she has no debt. Sounds like a great problem to have, right? Many people in this situation feel a lot of pressure to make a decision because just keeping that cash in a savings account feels suboptimal. It could be working harder for you, and the longer it sits there, the bigger the opportunity cost at earning more interest. But I think for my friend, sitting on $50,000 of cash isn't the end of the world because she's still investing with other income. Any choice for her at this point will be a good one. If she keeps it in cash, she'll be ready to jump if a good investment property or business opportunity comes up. If she throws it in stocks, it can grow more passively for her. While we all want to feel as confident as possible about our decisions around money, as we progress in our financial journey, sometimes there isn't a most optimal choice, but there may be one that helps us sleep better at night. And that's a wrap for another Monday show. Have a great start to your week, and I'll be back tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.